Hi, welcome to another tutorial on multiplication. Now this time we are going to make it a little more complex than other times. In that we are going to multiply a 3-digit number by a 4-digit number. Now let's start. So just like before, what we do is we start with the first digit of the bottom row and we multiply that to the first digit of the top row. Now 7 times 2 is 14. As before, we write 4 in the first row. Let's use a different color. And what we have left is a 1. Now, second stage, we multiplied number 2, or the first number which we started with, to the second digit of the top row. Now 2 times 3 is 6. Now the 6 will be added to the 1 that we had remaining. 6 plus 1 makes it 7, and 7 goes to the second place. Now next stage, we will multiply this 2 with number 9. Now 2 times 9 makes it 18, and we will place number 8 of the 18 on the third spot, and we are left with number 1. And finally, we don't have another number here, so what we need to do is we just need to place this 1 in our last spot, and that's it for stage number 1, where we have multiplied all the top numbers with our first bottom number. Okay. Now let's do the same thing with number 4. Okay, let's remove some of these arrows and numbers so we can restart. So we had a 7 here. Okay, now second stage, we have number 4, which is multiplied by 7. Now 7 times 4 is 28. Now the 8 will go onto the second row. If you remember, we cannot write anything at the second row. Let's call this second row rightmost number, because we started off with the number on the second column, I beg your pardon, on the second column. So our answers will have to start with from the second number of the second row. So let's call this first row, row 1. This is row 2. Because we started off with number 4, which is the second number, we will start off with also the second box right there. Okay. Alright, let's move on. So as we said, we had number 28. Now this 8 will go into this position, and we are left with a 2 at our hand. Now we need to multiply 4 by number 3. Now 4 times 3 is 12. Now 12 plus 2, as we have done before, is 14. Now we will write the 4 of the 14 in this spot here. So that's our 4, and now we are left with a 1. Now let's get rid of some of the other numbers so we don't get confused. next stage. 4 times 9 is 36, which is added to the one we had remaining, which makes it 37. Now we are going to write the 7 of 37 in this spot here. So that's our 7, and we have a 3 left, or 3 remaining. Now note again that there is nothing else left for 4 to multiply with anymore, so that 3 will come and get onto this spot. Okay, so let's write our 3 here. Now let's get rid of all the numbers. Now we will do exactly the same thing with 6. Now we will do it a little bit faster this time. So 6 times 7 is 42. Now 2 goes to this spot because we started with this row again, and we'll put a cross there. So that's where our 2 goes. I have a 4 left. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 added to 4 is 22, and we will write our 2 of the 22 here. We have 2 remaining, and 6 times 9 is 54, added to our 2 is 56, and we will have one more line, so I'll scroll down a little more. So here we have this box. We cannot put anything anymore. Let's get rid of some of the arrows and numbers for our last bit. And let's do the last bit. So we have 5. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. Let's write the 35 here, and we'll put the 5 of the 35 right there, because we are starting with this row now, sorry, this column now. We still have 3 at our hand. Now 5 times the 3 is 15, plus our 3 makes it 18, and we are going to write the 8 in the next spot. We still have a 1 remaining. Now third, 5 times 9, oops, let's place the 9 back. 5 times 9 is 45. That's our 45, and we have a 1 remaining, which makes it 46. Now we do not have any more number left, which means we are done with the multiplication. Now it is time to consolidate or add all our results together. I keep deleting the numbers. Okay, now let's do that. We have 4 from there, so that's our 4. 7 plus 8 is 15. We will write 5 here, and so let's write 15 here. So that's our 5 right there. We still have 1 left. This one is added to this 2, so 2 and 1 is 3, plus 4 is 7, and 8 is again 15. So we write, let's write our other 15. So that's 5. That 5 is going here, and we have a 1 remaining once more, which is added to 5, which makes it 6, plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 7 is 15, and 1 is 16. So let's write our, that's our 16, so let's write our 6 here, which means we have 1 remaining. Now this 1 can add to, in fact it can add to any of the numbers, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So we are gonna just add it to the 3, which makes it 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18. Let's write our 18 there, very small, so we don't lose track of it. And we are going to write that 8 of the 18 there, and we still have 1 remaining. This one is added to the 6, which is 7 now, which is added to the 5. 7 and 5 is 12, and let's write our 12 there, and 2 of that 12 is written here, and we still have 1 remaining, which is added to the 4. That makes it 5. So that is our answer. Our total answer now is 5,286,554. Well, that's it guys. It was a long tutorial, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you again in the next tutorial.